Belle has a busy day, finally returned to the Duke's palace. Preparations for the prosecution of the Galagos Chamber make him a little tired. Just then, he noticed that in front of the bottom door, parked by an unfamiliar carriage. Are there any guests coming at this time? I saw a silver-haired old man step down from the carriage. He was limping towards him with a cane. Cold talk. You are the one with my grandchildren, civilian girls who live together? Belle instantly recognized. This old man is precisely the Marquis of Extraordinary Forgiveness. Is the father of the Duchess. Also the maternal grandfather of Edwin and Shinya. But he didn't have a good relationship with the Duke, rarely visit on weekdays. Why did you suddenly come today? In a previous life, when Belle was 8 years old, the Marquis was attacked by a monster on his way out. Critical. Helpless to sponsor the Duke's house, Logan told him at the time. It was supposed to be rescued by Diana, but temporarily replaced him for some reason. He had low self-esteem, unaware of the light things behind this arrangement. Just to repay the Duke's kindness, treated him daily for 2 years. After the Marquis recovered, he left the Duke's palace. They never saw each other again. Belle only occasionally heard of him and Diana, frequent contact, and this life may be due to constraints on sub-uploaders. The Marquis did not suffer the accident. Of course, he never received Belle's treatment. He thought the two would never meet again. The Marquis saw that Belle did not speak, frowning teeth. Rude. Adults don't answer questions. Belle hurriedly bowed in apology. This Marquis doesn't like himself as much as he did in his previous life. Why don't you please Changji properly and avoid him? However, just as he bowed his head, Belle's healing eye sudden prejudice. The Marquis's right leg was ablaze with orange flames. This breath. Is it the same as before? Is Joshua's family inheritance related? Grandpa, does your right leg hurt? He took a step forward subconsciously. I want to see more clearly. Who knew that the next second, there was a sharp pain on his forehead. The Marquis raised his cane and hit him. How dare you touch my body? Who else is your grandfather? The commoners who do not know their proportions deserve to call the nobles like this. Belle covered his red and swollen forehead with some grievance. Even if he is snobbish, it's too much to do something to a child. What concoction are you making? A steady voice sounded after itself. Belle turns back. I saw the Duke walking towards me. Look calm. Marquis of Teblun. You actually did something to my child in my house. The Marquis laughed. Your child. The girl who can't even figure out her identity. You deserve to ask that. The Duke did not respond. Just reach out and cover Belle's ears. Don't listen to this. He looked closely at the wound on his forehead. Then she leaned over and picked him up. I'll take you to treatment first. Belle panicked. But the Duke still has guests. The guest Duke glanced coldly at the Marquis. Uninvited and hands-on children. Not qualified to be called a guest, but he is after all the maternal grandfather of the two sons. Belle whispered. Difficulty written on the face. The Duke sighed and put Belle down gently. This move drew ridicule from the Marquis. Why did you hug so tightly just now? Now let it go. Are you going to teach him a lesson in front of me? Someone who would rather die than see me. Take the initiative to visit. There must be a key. But you have to apologize to Belle. The Marquis's attitude was very disdainful. Apologize to such an ignorant person who is not polite. I don't need to apologize. Instead, he should thank me. So disrespectful to me. It's forgiving for me to just knock on the closet. Belle was stunned by his remarks. You are still as rude as ever. No matter who the other party is, it's unforgivable to do something to a child. So-called disrespect. Your fault is much more serious. But Belle has asked me to forgive you and invite you into the house. But if you insist on not apologizing, this door will no longer be open to you. The Marquis gritted his teeth angrily enough. You thought I had nowhere to go. Did you just come to this hellish place? I just don't want my grandchildren to be unable to being disrespected while honoring one's elders. Then please be patient. The two are deadlocked. Belle was anxious. He doesn't want to. Edwin's relatives are conflicted about themselves. Although the Marquis took him mean. But in his previous life, he was politically eventually passed the title to Edwin. An old man who truly loves his grandchildren. Belcher tugged at the Duke's coat. Whisper and crave adults, I'm fine. Please let the Marquis in. All right, Duke, a moment of silence. Final compromise. Oh, I see. Gordon will treat your wound for you. Be obedient. He turned to the Marquis. The tone is distant and restrained. Lord Marquis, please follow me. This time I'm looking at Belle's face. But it will never happen again. Belle was still looking at the Marquis's right leg. That weird orange flame. He has to find a chance to look closely. He just walked into the house, and Joshua was about to turn into the sky. Joshua, you're back. Belle smiled and walked towards him. How was your day at college? The Marquis of Teblun has just arrived. Who knew that he bound Yufei but did not look back? Instead, he quickened his pace and disappeared at the corner of the stairs. Belle stood there. A wave of loss and confusion welled up in my heart. Even Jia ignored him. What the hell happened today?